Yo, man, I told y'all I was gonna be getting back at y'all, right? Well, first and foremost, man, I just want to start off by saying, you know what I'm saying? I just hope everybody just been around them good vibes and, you know what I'm saying, you've been working on your three P's. Positive progress production, because that's what we got to be headed to, because if not, it will destroy you, and we cannot allow that to happen. You did. But today, you know what I'm saying, I just want to focus on the implication of the Jim Crow laws, you know what I'm saying, and basically, the allowance of people to be treated different, basically, you know what I'm saying. So basically we went from slavery right into Jim Crow, which still gave people the sense that, people should be separated. Anyway, the Jim Crow laws were implemented in 1867, I do believe, and the basic target of the Jim Crow laws were, the school system. Slave owners did not want newly freed slaves, attending school with their kids. So that was a big thing. So what they did was they allowed, they were allowed to basically make separate facilities. And that's what the Jim Crow law basis is. And they basically went on to add more things to the Jim Crow laws. But basically it started with the public school system, and people not wanting their kids to attend school with other people or say it be pretty much. So basically in 1867, they started out with the school system, and basically the Jim Crow laws, the meaning basically behind it is it's supposed to provide separate but equal, facilities for everybody or whatever. But it didn't really play out like that. The colors only, facilities and drinking fountains, and I mean it always put us to a disadvantage. We always got the ladder of the quality of things out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you take a look back, you know what I'm saying, in history and books, and you look at colored only fountains, white only fountains, riding in the back of the bus, with the school system. I mean, like everything, you know what I'm saying? So basically, we were basically newly freed slaves that were still made to feel less than, because then soon slavery ended, they popped up with these Jim Crow laws, but mainly in the South. Most of the Confederate states, practice Jim Crow laws, you know what I'm saying? And basically, it was people that it was basically it's just another way to put certain people at a disadvantage and certain people at an advantage. You know what I'm saying? So basically it's all about like the mindset and how people basically wanted to control you. You know what I'm saying? You go straight from slavery into somebody still telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that stuff, I really feel like right now, we're reverting back to that. A lot of we're really reverting back to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not separate fountains and by riding in the back of the bus, but I mean, our mindsets are regressing back to these type of things. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's not even regressing. Maybe is these type of things are being more brought out and acknowledged and made note of, like you can see the things that that's going on. But basically these Jim Crow laws were put in place for a certain people didn't want to share the facilities with each other. They didn't want to be around certain people, and a lot of it was just a bitterness from losing the war and not still having control of their slaves. So basically what they had to do was build a whole mentality of from having slaves to not having slaves. And I guess the alternate return of it was the harshness and the meanness of the Jim Crow laws. And the Jim Crow laws were they were the things that Martin Luther King fought for. The Jim Crow laws are disadvantagements and taking and rewriting our civil rights that that are promised to us in the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? So basically it basically end, I do believe, in 1964 with the Brown versus the Board of Education. So they finally took that away, but it still took several years for schools to even integrate. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time 1964, people had just got so content and so used to whatever they were given, people didn't even make an argument about it. You know what I'm saying? So it still took a while for schools to integrate. But I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be something that somebody uses or try to use to force people to act a certain way or just try to control you, man. And we just gotta just try to change the mindsets that we have now. So, we can just be better people overall. And then, like I said, man, a lot of these people that were in control and in power, you know what I'm saying? They are people that just they never probably really understood, or probably it's like generational passed down of ignorance. So we got to be the people to stop the cycle and the process of it, man. We got to be better. We got to do better for ourselves as a whole, because sooner or later, man, we're gonna be dependent upon each other, man. Because, like I said, man, this fight is not about us as a race or a color or whatever, or even a religion. It's about civilians and authority, and the way people are about to try to control us, the way people are controlling us now. We're sitting here waiting on the government to provide and give us whatever they decide to. And while we're sitting here waiting, they're actually out on break right now. You know what I'm saying? This is the end of August, so they actually took their break. So, it's just people are controlling us the way they want us controlled. And we have to take note of that, man. We got to stay alert, man. Try to stay on top of these type of things, man. No sleep game, like I say. Stay up, man, all night, every day. No sleep game. Yeah, for real.